What's up guys, Godzy here. Just want to say sorry that I haven't been making any videos lately, just been a little bit busy. Today in the video I just want to talk about the changes that have come with the patch regarding jets, and also just want to let you know that this is going to be my first live gameplay commentary. So I'm going to be flying absolutely hopelessly and making a lot of mistakes, so hopefully you can cut me some slack in that regard. Okay, so I've just got a nice big list here of all the changes that have happened, so I'm just going to start listing them off. To start with, tanks have a lot less health now. This is obviously a fantastic thing for us. Lots of nice, easy kills, a lot quicker than what we're used to. Also, AA guns are now a lot more accurate. When I say AA guns, I'm talking about the base AA and the mobile AA. They are now our #1 threat, as they can shred life off you from the other side of the map if you're in the right hands. Sorry, just concentrating for a second, that's true. Also, Tank's main cannon is now, Tank's main cannon and RPGs are now one-shots versus jets and helicopters. This is nothing too game-changing, it just means you have to be a little bit careful when going for strafing targets. Also, heavy machine gun fire from, example, the tops of jeeps and tanks now does at least twice as much damage as it used to. But because they're still so inaccurate, how the hell did he reach our base? But because they are still so inaccurate and slow rate of fire, it's not too much to worry about. All this means is that if you're strafing a tank and there's a heavy machine gun firing at you and there's another tank around, just be a little bit careful and just keep an eye on your health. That's about it. Also, while we're chasing this guy down and he's running into the sun, we can talk about the jet flight speed. The vehicles now seem to be heavier per se. What this means is that if you're going into a vertical loop, for an example, when you're going up, you want to be using afterburner a lot more to maintain speed. And when you're in the downslope, you need to brake less. Also, while we're talking about the jets specifically, the cannon is also now weaker. The cannon though is weaker on a vehicle per vehicle basis, it seems. Like for example, against other jets, jihad. Against other jets, oh my god, kidding me? Against other jets, it seems to take twice as many bullets at least to get a kill. But against helicopters, the difference is actually not that noticeable. It seems to only take another, I don't know, half a second to take out a helicopter, but against jets, it's twice as long, as I was saying. Tanks, on the other hand, it seems to be about a quarter percent reduction. Also, below radar is now a much better tool because it now affects stingers and iglas. Stingers and iglas combined, we use it a lot more than we used to. Concentrate here for a second. Also, speaking of stingers, they have changed drastically. Basically, they now reload faster, lock on faster, but to compensate for this, they can no longer lock on at such extreme ranges. They used to be able to lock on, and that's jet. They used to be able to lock on up to 550 feet up in the air, but now since the patch, they can only reach 350 feet. With them being such a small range now, they are more of an anti-helicopter tool and not so much of a worry for jets anymore. Just give me a second here. Okay. Also, the last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to changes is rocket pods. They seem to act a lot differently now since the patch. The main thing is that they seem to not work at range as well as they used to. Before the patch, you used to be able to shoot rocket pods at a moving target at range and still hit them pretty easily. Since the patch though, it seems that rocket pods do not work as well at range but work better at short range. The reason why I think this is that when you are now moving with the rudders left and right, like I was about to show you here, like this, it seems that the targeting reticle gets back to center faster than it used to. What this means Oh yeah, another point. Bad example. But basically what this means is that you can now use rocket pods on just about everything. You can use it on infantry, you can use it on fast moving jeeps at close range, it doesn't matter. And with tanks having less health, you do not want to be sniping too much with rocket pods anyway. In saying this though, there's another point to rocket pods. They seem to now work a lot better against infantry. They seem to work even better than the main cannon now, because they, like I was saying, work so well at close range now as well. You can use them on infantry at whatever range. As long as the infantry are not moving too much and you've got a good aim, you'll get easy kills. Also, because of the nerf to the cannon, what side you attack a tank from now is very crucial, because the idea is now, with how well rocket pods work at a shorter range and with the nerf to the cannon, if you can attack a tank, I should say, from the side or behind, you will have a lot higher chance of actually scoring a kill. Because when you're attacking from the side or behind, obviously, the cannon is going to do a lot more damage than if you were from the front. Anyway, that's about it for the actual changes. Now just for a couple of small bugs. Heat seekers don't seem to be working. This is not too much of an issue for jets, as any decent jet pilot is going to be using rocket pods, obviously. Also, the other bug is that it was said in the patch notes that missile dodging would be a lot harder or impossible, but it seems to be actually easier, if anything, since the patch has hit. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen with that, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Oh god. Okay, so that about sums this video up, I think. I'm probably going to make another video to follow this up. I'm not too sure yet, but basically what it will be is showing how different it is since the patch has hit. What basically we have turned into now is more of a close air support jet now. We're more closely related to the rush jets than we are before the patch. This is because with tanks having less health and rocket pods working better at short range, we want to make shorter strafing runs. We want to turn around quickly, not fly out so far, put a full volley of pods into an enemy, and then hopefully finish them off with a machine gun. And doing quick runs continuously. But yeah, if you like this video, I suggest that you give it a like. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. And of course, I'd love it if you left me a comment. Have a good one.